Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly. I wish everyone a very happy, healthy, prosperous, and blessed 2022 this year. Today I'm doing a what I cooked for dinner video. I usually do these on Friday when I put these out, but I'm going to go ahead and do this one for today. And hopefully next Sunday I will get back to my regular recipe videos. But this one I hope will give you some ideas of what you can cook for your family for dinner on the weeknights or on the weekends. They're fairly easy and quick to make. This first one is a stir fry, really easy. I'm using the McCormick. It's the 1 skillet beef stir fry. This one's really good, and you just follow the ingredients on the back and the directions. You just need water, soy sauce, some vegetables. You can use fresh or frozen, and you just need some boneless beef for this. You can also use chicken, and I have 2 packs in case I needed the other if it needed more sauce, but 1 pack turned out to work fine. I like to buy the beef already cut up in strips. It just saves me a little bit of time during the week, especially if I'm cooking late. I buy the stir-fry blend vegetables in the frozen section, and I add just a little bit more broccoli to this just to make it a little bit more hearty. And I use the steamables, and I cook those just halfway through. But I cook the meat until it's just about done, and then I will take this out and then add a little bit more oil to the pan, and then I will, once that's heated through, I add the frozen vegetables. And this blend is really good. Now I just cook that, and you don't want to cook them until it's soggy. You kind of want to keep it a little bit crispy, I guess, not where it's completely cooked through. So just cook that down, add your broccoli, and like I said, I steamed these, but I only went halfway. That way it's not falling apart when I put this in, because you're going to cook this down just a little bit more. Now add that pack of sauce. You just add all of the ingredients to it, stir it in, toss those vegetables around, and you do want to make sure the vegetables are cooked. You just don't want them to be, like I said, overcooked. And then I will add the beef right back into this, and you're just heating this through. And this does make a really nice meal during the week, and it is, like I said, fairly quick to make, and it is a delicious meal. And I will just serve this over some rice. You can serve it over noodles if you want. We just prefer rice. And this is what it looks like when it's done. And like I said, quick, easy, great for a weeknight meal. And on this night, I made crawfish etouffee. And I like this Louisiana brand. I'm not sure if it's sold in stores all across the country or not, but if you can get it, it's really a good one. And I'm making it with the frozen crawfish that I can get here locally. Also, it's just under a pound, but sometimes they'll sell it in 12 ounces or a pound, but usually it's been 12 ounces. And you need 5 tablespoons of butter and 2 cups of water. And you will also need some rice, and that's it. But you just follow the directions on the back of the bag, and it's really easy, very simple. But hopefully you'd be able to get this in your store. But if not, there's also recipes online for crawfish etouffee or shrimp etouffee that you can also duplicate. But the first thing you will do is melt the butter in a skillet. Then you add the crawfish etouffee mix, and this is really just a roux that you're making. So this is the base of it. So technically it's flour and seasonings, and you want to just make sure that you mix that in really well with the butter, and you don't want any of that dry flour to be loose. You want it to be cooked into the butter, and you just want to make sure you just continually stir it so that way it doesn't stick or burn. Then once you get to this consistency, you add your 2 cups of water, and then you will add your crawfish or your shrimp, whichever one you're using. And I always make sure I like to get that juice out of that packet because that's where a lot of the flavor is. Just stir it in. You will cover this once you have it all mixed in really well. Cover it for just a little bit, and you can stir it as you go. But then this is what it looks like when it's done. It thickens up, and then you just serve this over rice, and that is it. It's really simple. So I hope you can find this in your store, or like I said, make it from scratch. It's really easy and delicious. Now this next meal we had was chili, and I made a big pot of it, and we were able to have this for leftovers. But I like the McCormick chili packs, and you just follow the directions on the back, and the ingredients for each of these packs is 1 pack of the seasoning. You either use kidney or pinto beans, a can of those, a can of petite diced tomatoes, and 1 pound of ground meat, or you can use ground turkey, whichever you'd prefer. And that's really all you need for each pack. Now when I make this, if I'm doing 3 packs, I always use 1 less can of tomatoes, only because I just don't like a lot of tomatoes in it, but I just keep just 1 can out if I'm using 3. And I do dice up some onions, some bell pepper, and a little bit of jalapeno peppers to add into this. I just like the freshness of this to add to it, and I will fry that down. And I like my Tabasco sauce, which I'm low on and need to get another bottle, but I like to add that to my bowl of chili once it's done. That's why I buy the mild, just that way I can spice it up the way I'd like. But you just need to brown your ground meat, and I do all 3 since I'm doing 3 pounds and 3 packs. Just brown that up, cook it until it's completely done. But I do add in the onions, the bell pepper, and the jalapeno peppers to this while it's cooking. And then I will drain the fat off, and then to a pot I will add I do this individually, so I will add the beans, the tomatoes, and then I will add the pack of chili seasoning, and then I will stir that in really, really well. And I just find it mixes better when I do this. If I tend to add everything at one time, it's just a little bit too much to stir. So I just add it just like I'm making 1 pack at a time. And this already has spices and things in it, so I don't add any more spice. I don't add salt or pepper or anything to it. But I just continue to add as I go, and then just stir it in. And I find that it helps to get that dry powder into the meat and everything, and it just stirs so much better. But once you have that done, and I don't add, the only water I add is a little bit if I have some tomatoes left in a can. I will add a little bit of water to that and then mix it in. But that's about it. I don't like to add a lot of water. I like it to be thick, but I will add water to it until it gets to the consistency I like. And this is what it looks like when it's done. I just add a little bit of cheese to it, a little bit more jalapenos, and we like to have it with crackers. And it's really easy, really quick and easy meal to make during the week, and it's great for leftovers. And this last meal I made is mushroom chicken, and I like to just use the cream of mushroom soup that Campbell's has. You can use any soup, any brand. And I like the Knorr butter and herb noodles, and just some broccoli florets on the side. And I also like to use just fresh mushrooms in this, just to add a little bit more flavor. So I will just add some sliced mushrooms with a little bit of butter and cook that down until it's completely cooked. I will season both sides of the chicken thighs with some garlic powder, and I will also season it with some black pepper. And I do this also with them skinless. I don't like to have the skin on when I make this type of meal, and I just feel like it tastes better. And it also makes it a healthier meal. Then I just add the mushrooms to the chicken. And my husband doesn't like a lot of mushrooms, so he will eat them, but I just don't add as much as I would normally add if it was just me eating this. And then I just take that cream of mushroom soup and just take a spoon and spread it over the top of the chicken thighs. And this will actually make its own juice, so you do not add water or anything like that to it. And depending on how large the chicken pieces are that you're using, you will cook this for anywhere between 40 minutes to an hour. And I usually cook this on 350, and then I will cover it with foil. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Really quick, really simple, really easy meal to make, especially if you're in a hurry during the week to get food on the table. And I just serve it with broccoli and those noodles. Really tasty meal. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. I hope that everyone has a very blessed day, and I thank y'all so much for watching. God bless y'all.